Up next, a man who has only been in one place in his NHL career, and judging by the latest contract extension that he signed, 8 times 8.1375 equals 65.1 large to stay in San Jose. He was drafted by the Sharks first round 2012, almost 600 games, 25 goals this year, a big assist last night. He was great in the playoffs last year. He was great in the playoffs when they went to the Stanley Cup final. From the Czech Republic, we welcome to the show Tomas Hertl. How are you? And congrats on the new contract.
Hey guys, I'm doing great. Thank you very much for having me, and thank you. You know, it was a couple of weeks crazy for me, so it's really excited.
No problem. So we had heard, of course, saw it on the internet, it's got to be true, or Twitter, got to be true, that you wanted to leave, test free agency, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But obviously that's not true. So tell us about wanting to stay in San Jose and probably, retire as a San Jose Shark, Tomas.
Yeah, it was, first time ever I was kind of in this situation, because I was never, in the kind of, the trade talks and anywhere near, and it was first time. So, can't lie, it wasn't easy, when every time you, turn NHL network or something, there was your name when you end up, and it was kind of, I started season just play, and especially after the break, there was finally started talks, and but before that, I didn't know, if, I will stay, if not, because, what is the plan with the, for Sharks, and, when we got, a couple of meets and talks, and, my heart was always, in San Jose, the organization, give me the chance, give me everything, and I would always, want to stay, and, we have some great rounds, wasn't maybe great last couple of years, but I that's happened. You can play many years in NHL, be always the best teams. Is just going up and down, and I feel it. We can change it around and be again really good team, and I'm really I can be part of it, and for sure I want to be one of the leaders. Get back to the San Jose, in playoff picture and some runs.
Tomas, let's take it back to a couple of years when you got injured, and it was a very, very tough injury for you. Did you ever have doubt that you were going to be able to get back to a star player in the NHL? How hard was the recovery and getting back on the ice and playing to the level you are right now?
Yeah, it's, I got, kind of two major, first one was early in the career, so it was, still young, everything, but the last one, it wasn't easy, because I just come, actually from All-Star, everything was going great, and you hurt your ACL, and everybody started getting questioned, and I just knew because I have never issue, working out, and it was kind of, my thing, always get back, and in my head, I want to just prove it, doesn't matter what you can get hurt, you can come even better and stronger, and that was my plan. It was kind of long because the COVID hit, so it was, long 12 months without playing, just like be kind of in the gym and on the ice, but I always have in the phase, when you put everything, you put hard and the work and everything, you can come back and just be again, like top player. And I was, can't lie, I was proud of myself. I never try to put myself down and just keep working. And I knew I can do it and just show kind of even young guys, if it's early career, you can get hurt. If you stay with it, you're doing everything you can for it, you can still come back and be, elite player.
Great answer to an excellent question. We're with Tomas Hertl, the San Jose Sharks from the Czech Republic. Czechia now, of course, his entire career with the Sharks, and he might spend his entire career with the Sharks after signing that 8-year contract extension. So you've seen the team kind of, when you got there, you were in the playoffs, then missed the playoffs, then had a great run. And I talked about how well you played in your last postseason appearance a couple of years ago. So what do you like about the team? You stay because you think they can grow. For the Sharks fans who are listening, how far do you think you guys are away from being serious playoff contenders, Tomas?
It's a not easy question, but we got so elite players in our team, and it's we knew we need a couple of pieces, get to be against the star elite, and for sure, it's a lot of now about the young guys. We have a couple of guys coming this year, and how they can make it the next steps, because we have to lead them, we have to help them, but they have to be ready too, because now is the game is changing, getting quicker, a lot of young guys playing, and you need that, especially with the we all know the color is standing, and it's not moving up, so you need a lot of faith in the young guys, and they have to take this big opportunity and step up, and that's kind of what we need too. But it's we got, I think, like kind of tough last 2 years, with COVID, like some injuries, for sure it's not excuse, because a lot of people dealing with that, but I feel we have like a little extra against, some top guys was, getting hurt, but, I think we proved it even during the year against, top teams when we play together, and we can beat anybody, but we need just more consistency and, for sure help, the young guys just be more stable and like put it the best game every night, not like every, second or that, because it's tough league and you have to be ready for that.
Tomas, you talk about the young guys, so I guess that's the door for me to go back to your first year in the National Hockey League. And when the New York Rangers came into San Jose and you scored your 4 goals and you scored that famous highlight reel goal against me in that game, it was spectacular. We never really had a chance to talk about this, after it. So, How does it make you feel to be talking to me right now, the one that was in net when you scored that goal?
Oh, it's I knew we never talked about it, but it's now so long ago. But in this point, like I was in the zone, like I scored a hat trick. I wasn't even like thinking what I was doing, and like I don't even know, like honestly, like who was in the net at that point, because I was like in the this can be true, like. So it was crazy night, for sure. Like people still talk me, especially in San Jose. That's why they start watching the hockey, because it was their first games. That's why, they follow me, because my 4-goal games, and it was so excited because third game you score 4 goals, and it's crazy because I was saying, when I was younger, I was, practicing the move, but, maybe last 4 years, I don't even did on the practice, because when I get to the men's hockey, I was, just try to score, and I don't even know why I honestly did it. It was just, that moment, and it's, can lie, it felt really good.
So, if I remember, your parents were in the building, right, that game?
Yeah, actually, my mom and now my wife, because my dad, he didn't really want to come. He was, I think, nervous to come San Jose for first game, so he came a little later.
Yeah. And what did your mom and your girlfriend at the time, your wife, what did they say after the game? Were they just going crazy?
Oh yeah, everybody getting crazy. I think I didn't sleep for probably next 5 hours, just answering texts from all the friends and even media from back home that call Herlemania, because I was kind of, back in the Czech all over news, because the goal and stuff. So it was pretty crazy night.
It's on YouTube. Go check it out. It's great. You mentioned your mom and your then girlfriend, now wife. It's beautiful. I feel bad for Marty, although Marty, you had a great mask. You look beautiful, Marty. You still look beautiful. I love you.
It's a great picture. I need to get this big picture, and I need to get it signed by you, Tomas. I know I got you a stick later that year because you guys came into New York, and your trainer asked our trainer in New York, and I was retired but doing TV. And so where is that stick now? Is it back home?
Yeah, I got it. I just actually finished my house back home, so I still putting things, but I got it back home in the Czech, the stick.
Great stuff.
See, I'm going to have to go up to Czechia and visit and go and take a picture with the stick.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We should do it.
So if I remember correctly, they were very excited in San Jose. Most of us were excited in the fans and media, but around the hockey world. But other people weren't. If it happened today or last year, it would have been, wow, fait accompli. But back then it was almost, it was 7-2. You already had 3. Did you hear any of that stuff? Or was that something that happened so long ago you can't remember, Thomas?
Oh, I still remember, it was for sure, like, the question, it's, I shouldn't do it, and, like, and, I know, like, everybody from team, you just try, end of the day, you just try score, and at that moment, I wasn't, like, even thinking about it, really, I was still so excited, but for sure, last 2 years, if I do it, it's kind of now normal, they, like, do even more crazy stuff, and so, seems like, you over the media, I did what a goal, and now it's like 9 years ago was like almost like how I was even do it. Like guys, some come from Czech Republic to a game and did it, and now like everybody almost expected from young guys come to the league and doing it. So it's kind of crazy to see like the time how it's like a little changing, but I was some negative, but I got still more positive for the goal than negative, so I was fine with that.
What do you think about, I mean, obviously we can say you were a pioneer in the way that you used your skills to be able to push the game forward. How do you feel about what is going on right now? Seeing Trevor Zegras doing all that he's doing, even at the All-Star game, or, some of the younger players and their ability to skate and play. And how do you feel being one of those guys that opened the door for everybody to be able to show their skills like that?
Yeah, honestly, I enjoy it. It's even if you see other kids now, doing it, I think, it's cool. I think it's bring the fans, and the highlights. I think they like it, they expect it, and for sure, these guys now, they do even crazy stuff, like I feel like I'm still the simple guy, like can do a couple things, but like Zegras, all these guys, they doing like what they can do. It's pretty impressive, and I think it's bring new people to the game, and I think it just can help because we knew we try to keep growing the game, and I think people likes it, and well, in my opinion, and I'm for sure not against it at all.
Last one to close, because you spent so much time in San Jose, and you're a young guy and getting older, as we all are, and you've had some great, amazing teammates. And I can talk about Pavelski or Patrick Marleau, but let me ask about Joe Thornton. He was the one on with you when you scored the goal on Marty. Sorry, Marty, and he had a big grin, and we love Joe. He's a California dude, even though he's from southwestern Ontario. What can you tell us about Joe that we don't know? That he's so lovable. We hope he plays, till he's 50. Like Yager and everyone. What can you tell us about Jumbo Joe Thornton and your time together?
Oh, it's I was so lucky because I got to the NHL and I started next to him. There was like really dream come true. Like I don't have to like start like fourth line. I just jump right on train, play with Jumbo, and at that time I was really nervous. Playing with Joe Thornton, same line, but he was so great to me all my career. One of the funnest guys you will just know, and especially in locker room, you expect it, like you got so much respect, and you come and he just take you under your wings and just jokes around like he's normal and just like always smiling, always early at the rink, and I never see guy likes more hanging out with boys than him, just always there, never stop working out, Even I still remember when we get to the finals, I got actually hurt, and I was there like 4 days, and he was back in the gym. After when we get to the finals again working, just amazing, guy and player. And it was actually great to see him just like 3 weeks ago because the COVID, I didn't see him like for like 2 years. So it was really great to see him and again talk to him because if you play with him, you will always miss him.
Great stuff. Well, thank you for sharing a Joe Thornton story with us. The story, of course, with Marty Biron. Congrats on the contract and all your success. Say hello to the Boogeyman Force. We're well connected. Continued success. Big win last night. Tomas, thanks for your time today.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for having me, and hopefully talk to you later.
Absolutely. Tomas Hertl, Marty, and that was great. And I love your idea. And a lot of other people would say, I'm not doing that, but that's the kind of guy you are. So you're going to get a picture of him over your right shoulder and have that together. So a lot of people would say no, but you'll put it up in your hockey basement, won't you?
I'll put it up in my hockey basement because really when people are going to come over and going to say, why do you have it there? And it's a reminder that I probably should have retired that summer because I should have made that save. So I would never have gotten to that point if I'd probably called it at the right time.
Oh, Marty, it's too funny. It was a great play, and you would have had no idea that it was coming. And
listen, I came in the game cold. It's all the King's fault. It's Henrik Lundqvist's fault. He got pulled. Like he put me on the spot, and then it was out of reach. And I'm going to blame Henrik for that one.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm blaming Henrik. That's it. Well, we have to bring him on the show and blame him. We'll talk about other parts of his career, but we're going to bring him on the show and blame him. We'll talk about 06 gold medal as well. That's a lot of fun with Tomas Hertl.